Hey, everybody. I was doing a little bit of research this morning because I had a hunch about something and I wanted to see if I was on the right track here. And so the hunch was, hey, I believe that we have had an enormous amount of people start their own business over the last couple of years. So 2020, 2021, I believe there's been an explosion in new businesses. For us, I have never had so many companies come to us that say, hey, we're brand new. We don't even have a logo or a name yet. We need some help with that. We're trying to decide a direction, all that kind of stuff. It's been historic numbers for us. And so I thought, hey, let me go take a look and see what the numbers say. And so I did a little bit of Googling, and the numbers are what the numbers are, right? And so I'm looking, and I saw that the numbers for 2020 were a 51% growth over the average the last 10 years. And so I believe in 2019, there was like 3.5 million new businesses. In 2020, there's like 4.5 million new businesses. So we've seen a massive jump over the last couple of years in new businesses. So why do I bring that up with you today? I bring that up because I think it's happening for a few reasons. One of those reasons is what we saw in 2020. So nobody wants to repeat 2020. And I think there's a lot of people that saw their jobs and careers that they loved and companies they loved. They wound up in a situation with those employers where they either didn't have job security or they wanted to work remotely and there's issues with that. Or a lot of people I know, it just shut down and there was a lot of uncertainty. And so what did those people do? A lot of those people said, well, I'm just going to take matters into my own hands and I'm going to start a company. I've always wanted to do it. I'm going to start a company. I can't tell you how many times I've been approached by people about affiliate marketing or some other business model in just the last 6 months alone. And so I'm watching a lot of people that are saying, hey, I'm not going back to corporate America. I want to travel. I want to be out in nature. I want to enjoy life. And I'm just not going back. I'm going to start my own thing. And I've seen more people that I know of sell their homes, cars, buy an RV, buy a tiny house. I've seen all these kind of things. So I'm watching people change their lifestyle, change the way they do business, and start businesses and all that kind of stuff. So what does that mean for you and I, people that employ people? If the market is shifting and employees are shifting what's important to them, how they are going to go about their lifestyle, and the fact that some of them just want to be their own boss and be independent contractors, it means that us, the people that are employers, also need to shift our thinking a little bit. Because when you look at what I see in different industries right now where people are saying, well, I can't find people, I'm also hearing in industries where people are saying, hey, I'm making 4 times as much per hour, so now I only want to work 2-3 days a week. So people's priorities have shifted drastically, and I don't think the employment market has shifted with what's going on with employees. Now, obviously, that's going to work for some. It's not going to work for others. I get that. That's not the case I'm making here today. The case I'm making here today is if employees are shifting on a global level like this, and we are seeing this around the world, not just here in the United States, if they're making that shift, I believe we have to change our way of thinking as well as employers and start to think outside the box on how do we work with some of these employees, these remote workers, these people that want to be independent contractors. And so I just want to throw this out there as something I think you should be thinking about. I think the market is changing drastically. I don't see it going back 100% to the way it was before COVID or anything like that. And so I think as employers, if we can think smarter about how we approach this and we can change our processes, I think we can incorporate remote workers, independent contractors, and all of those sort of things. It just requires some flexibility on our part, some planning, some systems, some reporting, all those kind of things to make sure the job is getting done and getting done up to standard. But I think we're the ones who are going to have to make the changes because employees have already made the change, and a lot more are shifting because as their friends have success, that's bleeding over into a lot of other folks, and they're saying you can do this too, and people are doing it. So keep this in mind as you move forward, and maybe there's some changes in your business you might have to make. If you have questions about this, as always, you know how to contact me. You can drop a message to this video, or you can just send a note to me personally. We'll see you next time.